Now we still could be seeing a 50 to 60% dump on the price of quants, and the price could close down to $50 to $60 in this bear market. We're going to be going through the price prediction in this video, including all the latest news from the founder, the community, and all the price prediction and news you need to know in regards to quant. Before we go any further, if you're new to the Crypto Maxi channel, subscribe and hit the bell, and also remember that nothing is financial advice. Do your own research, and with that being said, let's get straight into it. The price of quant at the moment is $105, and in the last video, this is a sketch we had from the last video. It's a pretty rough sketch actually, but it was I think around $129 when we actually made this sort of prediction, is that we are going to be seeing in the next couple weeks and towards the start of January a price below $80, right? And that is really what I think will happen. I did say at the end of the year it's got to go at least under $100, and that's where it's heading at the moment, as you can see from this massive dump. But yes, I do believe early in Q1, you know, in this bear market, as we get deeper inside it, we're going to see a price below $80, and it's probably going to create one of the best buy opportunities for quant we are probably ever going to see. The price action has increased. As you can see, the volume has also gone up, over 73% in volume increase. The market cap, of course, and the price has dumped by 5%. Now the price is $105, and I believe in the next coming weeks we're going to dump down in the actual, you know what, before the end of the year we're going to see price below $100, and then in the next coming weeks we might see a bit of a stagnation pattern, and then slowly in the next month or so we're going to see price go even lower than $80. With that being said, the first video that I want to show you is from the founder and CEO of Quant, Gilbert Verdian, of course, talking about quant for enterprise. He said we need to take what already exists and allow it to benefit from blockchain without turning it off or disrupting it and making the C-level in the organizations uncomfortable. And this tweet was obviously posted by Greg Lunt. Shout out to him, of course, just like always, and I'll play this video right now.
So the idea was, back in 2015, I wanted to create an overlay on how to securely interconnect different DLTs whilst maintaining the rules and the governance and the security and integrity of all the underlying systems, and to basically open up networks so they can communicate and have cross-platform applications, cross-platform transactions. It was a very simple idea, but extremely complex to accomplish. So Stripe is a very good example. That payments infrastructure was hugely complex to run. And then Stripe came in and said, all you need to do is add 5 lines of code and you could use the Stripe API, and then you can do payments. So we've taken a similar approach where we've just simplified the adoption for enterprise to use blockchain. Just connect to our API and you could say, I want to use blockchain 1, 2, and 7. And all it's going to take is 3 lines of code. We need to take what exists already and allow it to benefit from blockchain technology and distributed technology without disrupting it and turning it off and making the C-level in those organizations uncomfortable.
The next tweet here is from Tony Guineo, and this is his price prediction on quant, and he explains on why he thinks the price of quant could go as low as $40 here and see a 50 to 60% decrease, and yes, I am also expecting a massive decrease. $40 it would be, in my opinion, definitely possible. It's some kind of the support level we had last time, or where we saw the price bounce back, and I can definitely see this happening again. Now, of course, you know, this might not happen. It might just go down to $60. However, if you're dollar cost averaging, the days you see the red and you see the big dumps, once it goes below $90 is the days you want to be buying and picking up quant. That's my strategy. That's not financial advice, by the way. Remember, just letting you know on my thoughts. But yes, $40 might be possible, but it's never guaranteed. Of course, you cannot predict the bottom. However, buying the average, $40 should be definitely a point you are going to be looking at. The next tweet again is from Just a Tech Guy, and he posted this video again from Gilbert Verdian talking about quant, which I will actually go ahead and play now.
To enable blockchain to be massively adopted for all their clients, and we're doing some innovative work together. It's a world first where we're able to interconnect different blockchain networks with payment systems and do work with the central bank at the same time. And this is quite innovative because it's payment and settlement using a new technology on blockchain, and it's all possible with our operating system called Overledger.
CBDC DLT networks can be interlinked, and not just with each other all over the world, but also with existing payment systems.
Blockchain networks and the whole blockchain world to existing networks through the Overledger.
And not just with each other all over the world, but also with existing payment systems.
Ledger is an operating system. It's an overlay. It sits on top of blockchain and existing networks.
And not just with each other all over the world, but also with existing payment systems.
It's interoperable. We can connect any to any in terms of existing networks, blockchain networks, different technologies.
But also with existing payment systems.
We connect existing systems.
Also with existing payment systems.
So for the first time, you've got choice to use a single blockchain through Overledger, but then have the benefit of all the other blockchains. We connect existing systems, and that's quite important. A lot of people talk about we need to decentralize the world and we need to change everything. We don't agree. You don't need to decentralize everything because there's mature technologies, there's mature networks that have been there for years and years, and they operate. We cannot turn those off. They need to operate, and the world needs them to run. So we're saying let's leverage those technologies, and we can actually interconnect what already exists, which makes sense. We're shaping the system.
The next tweet is again from Greg Lan. He's talking about on how more than 500,000 Quant tokens were actually pulled off exchanges in the last 4 months. And you can see here people have been selling, well, withdrawing their Quant off exchanges into cold wallets and their personal private keys wallets. And this is obviously really good. If you are holding Quant in exchanges, I wouldn't recommend it, as of course if it's not your wallet, if it's in an exchange, it's never going to be your tokens, it's the exchange tokens which you're just visually seeing really. So yes, if you want to be holding your own Quant, you need to be having it in your own ledger, in your own Trezor wallet, in your own hardware wallet, not in an exchange, no matter what exchange it is, Binance, Coinbase and so on. You don't want to have in any of those. Instead, have it in your own ledger, which cost £80 or $80 US. It's not that much, as it is just a one-off payment. And if you're in the crypto space and you want to keep your crypto safe, $80 shouldn't be too much of a big investment. But yeah, you can see here, firm believer in Keys My Crypto, an exchange should be able to onboard when cashing out. And yeah, he's definitely right, that exchanges were really first a thing. They were marketed as a way to cash out your crypto for fiats and USD and GBP and so on. But now people are just using it as just a more easier way to store crypto instead of going all the way and making that ledger wallet, keeping that ledger wallet safe. They're making the responsibility on the exchange, which we know how this has developed recently with FTX and so on. We don't have to go too much into that. Next up, we have this tweet from Jono. He's saying, my conviction in the following happening is so high. Quant will surpass 10,000 after governments and central banks launch CBDCs and convert legacy tech to DOT. And yes, this is, in my opinion, going to be a case. And then he goes into Sato, which is actually a token which I have talked about in a previous video. He's saying how this will be a top 5 token when mass adoption of blockchain happens across the web. And if you do not know about Sato, by the way, I would highly recommend you to look at it. It's at an extremely low market cap, and I'm not actually holding Sato at the moment, like much Sato. I'm holding probably some, but not that much. The reason really is that I'm going to be buying a lot definitely in this bear market, just not at the very moment. But you can see here the price is actually starting to develop, so I'm not sure, is it the time to buy? But yeah, Sato is one of those coins that's going to have its own layer 1, completely decentralized, and without, you can see here market cap of only $17 million, and it's probably a much more valuable crypto than a lot of the currencies out there in the top 50. The market cap, in my opinion, will explode in the next coming bull market. It's one of those coins with immense potential. But yeah, hopefully you guys, check it out. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know any other coins like these that have a lot of potential in the comments section down below. But it does think also that Quant will surpass 10,000, which is extremely realistic. In fact, I can see it do even more. Quant is one of those coins that is going to have utility to big players. By big players, I mean governments and banks will have to buy Quant to utilize the Quant overledger and their utility. But yeah, guys, you guys should know this by now. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It has been your boy Crypto Maxi. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.